Hey folks, welcome to the next class in the series of Basics to Advanced. And in this class, we're going to begin with profit and loss. An important topic when it comes to arithmetic. You invariably get one question for sure. So without any further ado, let's start the class. So to begin with profit and loss, it is important that you get your terminologies right. You talk about discounts and markup, you get an idea about that. And then there is one type of question called dishonest shopkeeper, false weights. You need to get an understanding about that. The moment you get through all of this, it becomes a lot easier for us to solve questions. So let's get the basic terminologies right. So what are the important terminologies that comes in profit and loss? So obviously we understand what profit is and what loss is. We have learned that in our school life. Now to elaborate it better when it comes to your quant syllabus, we extensively have two words called your cost price and then selling. CP. So what is a cost price and what is selling price? Simple. Any amount that you pay to get a commodity, that's cost price. Any amount that you receive for giving away that commodity is selling price. Simple. The money that comes to your pocket is called as selling price. The money that goes out of your pocket is called as your cost price. Right? You go to a shop, you pay 10 rupees to buy a chips packet, the cost price is 10 rupees for you. Your cost price is the shopkeeper's selling price. Remember that. So if you sell it for 12 rupees, that is selling price. Now what is profit and what is loss? How do we determine profit and loss? Now we say that what I invest to what I get back, if what I get back is more than what I invest, if my selling price is greater than cost price, you call it a profit. So SP greater than CP, you call it profit. And profit is determined by SP minus C. Whereas if your SP is less than CP, that's called loss. Or loss is equal to CP minus SP. So if your cost price is more, it is a loss. If your selling price is more, that's a profit. Right. Now comes in another word called mark price. MP. Or they also call it list price. LP. And then you also have to understand about discounts here. What is a marked price? Now when you go to a shop, you will notice, let's say you walk into a garment store and then you see a nice piece of clothing. Let's say you see a t-shirt and that is priced at the price tag says the price of the t-shirt is 2000 bucks. And then you feel like, who buys t-shirts for 2000 bucks? And then you decide to step out of the store and continue your shopping, window shopping, whatever you are planning to do. But then the shopkeeper rushes out and then says, sir, we are running a festive season. We are giving 75% discount on this t-shirt. What is 75% discount? 3/4 reduced. So a 2000 worth rupees t-shirt, he is giving it to you for 500. Now we understand that if the value of the t-shirt is 2000, no one would dare to sell it at 500. There are other cases, but in general, would we sell it? You buy it for 2000, you sell it for 500. Would you sell it for a loss? Obviously no. But he is selling it. How? Maybe he is not selling at a loss. Or maybe he buys the t-shirt for 400, says the price is 2000 and then gives it for 500. So this is your profit. So 400 is my cost price, is the shopkeeper's cost price. 500 is the selling price. This 2000 is called your market price, a price at which it is placed, a bigger price, and from there any discount that you give happens from your market price, which is also reality in whatever we buy. The MRP is the retail price, the maximum retail price Some shops will sell it to you less than that price, or some shops will sell it to you at that price, and then there are shops which will sell it to you more than the MRP. That's a different story. But this is your basic idea. This is your profit. This is your discount. This is your markup. You are marking it up to 2000. So three important words that we need to understand, right? So we have understood cost price, selling price, profit, loss, market price and discounts. These are words that extensively pop into the question. Now then the next question that we have is, every time you do a transaction, what determines the profit or loss? Is it the cost price or the selling price? So when every time you do a transaction, that it is either a profit or a loss, or it is also break even. What is break even? When my selling price is equal to cost price, it's called as break even, which means neither profit nor loss. When you look at this cost price and selling price, what determines the transaction? If I say it is a profit, is it the cost price that is telling me it is a profit, or is it the selling price that is telling me it is a profit? A nice question. Now you need both of them to find profit or loss. But what determines it? Anything that's computed, be it profit or loss, it is computed from cost price only. But the profit or loss is determined by selling price. Why is it? Now, when you go to a store and then you are looking at a mobile phone, let's say the shopkeeper says 40,000 rupees, and then you talk to him, you negotiate, you say 30,000, and then he says 37, and then you say 33, and then you say, okay, come, let's go to a middle ground, you'll say 35, right? Now your cost price is 35. Can that change? Is there a possibility that you have paid it out of your pocket? Now you could have bought it for a lesser price, not denying it, but my cost price is fixed now. Do I have that in my under my control anymore? Of course, you can say I could have bought it for 3,200. I could have bargained. Yes, you could have bargained, but we did not. After a point, we decided, chalo, we'll buy it. You bought it for 35,000. That's fixed. But what is under your control now? You can change your selling price. You can sell it for 40,000 or 33,000. You can sell it for 50,000 or 25,000. End of the day, you can decide whether you want to sell it for a profit or you want to sell it for a loss. That is why we say selling price determines the transaction outcome, not cost price. To find the outcome, you need cost price. But that what determines whether it is a profit or a loss depends on selling price. That's why every time we write an equation, we say SP is equal to CP plus profit, or SP is equal to CP minus loss. You look from the selling price perspective, but then you do every calculation with cost price. For example, if I buy something for 100 and then sell it for 110, you say profit is 110 minus 100. What is profit percentage? Profit percentage is derived from what is the profit from cost price. So profit percentage is equal to profit by CP into 100. Loss percentage is loss by CP into, it will always be the difference between cost price and selling price divided by the cost price. So what is profit percentage, or how do I write an equation? We can write this as SP is equal to CP plus P. 110 is equal to 100 plus 10, or 110 is equal to 100 plus 10% of 100. I know my 100 is cost price, 110 is selling price. I can write this as SP is equal to CP plus 1/10 of CP, or CP plus 0.1 CP, or CP is equal to 24. CP is equal to SP is equal to CP plus 0.1 CP, or SP is equal to 1.1. Since the value goes beyond 1 of CP, we call it profit. Or from here we can also say it's a 10% profit, which makes it easy. You can say if it is a 25% profit, you can say SP is equal to 1.25 CP, or you can also write 5/4 CP. CP plus 1/4 of CP is 5/4 of. Depends on the question whether you want to use decimals or fractions, is up to us. If you do the same thing for loss, it will be the same thing. 110 is, let's say 100, SP is equal to 90 now. 100 minus 10, SP is equal to CP minus loss, or CP minus 10% of CP, or SP is equal to 0.9. Since it has gone less than 1, it's a loss, right? The simple ideas to work around, get your all your basic terminologies right, it becomes a lot easier. So I've compiled all the formulas, everything that we knew over here. I'm going to let you take a look at it. And now let's solve a few questions and let's see how well we have understood that idea, right? So let's follow the same template. I'll give you a minute for you to look at the question, and then let's solve it. So the question says, based on the given information, complete the following table. Negative value in input in profit indicates a loss. So I've been given cost price, selling price, profit or loss percentage, profit or loss in rupees, both. So you see cost price is 450, selling price is 540. So is that a profit? Yes, it's a profit of 90 rupees. Profit percentage will be 90 divided by 450 into 100, 1/5, that's 20%. When you look at the second one, you have selling price as 510, and then you notice there is loss of 90 rupees. When you see there's a loss of 90 rupees and selling price is 510, I can say my cost price is 600. What will be the loss percentage then? Your loss is 90 rupees from 600 into 100. Cancel it off, you get 15%, but it is a loss, so minus 15% it is. Third one, your selling price is 920, your profit is 15%. We can find cost price. If it is 15%, you know that we can write it as 1.15 CP is equal to 920, or CP is equal to 920 into 100 divided by 115. So multiplying and dividing it by 100, 100 and 115 go well in 5. This is 20 times, this is 23 times. 23 into 2 is 46, 46 into 2 is 92. This will go 40 times. So your cost price is 40, your selling, cost price is 40 into 20, that will be 800. So your cost price is 800. So selling price is 920. So your profit is 120 rupees. You have profit is 150. Profit percentage is 25%. So profit is computed as a percentage of cost price. So I can straight away say 25% of cost price is equal to 150. So cost price will be 1/4 of my cost price is 150. So cost price will become 600. So this is 600. Profit is 150. So your selling price will be 600 plus 150, 750. Simple idea. Nice exercise for us to understand how to find, we will understand that any given two, we can find out the entire transaction details. Do the last one of the part here. 900 minus 20%. So we have to find 80% of 900. So 80% is 10% is 90. So 20% will be 180. Minus 20% means it is loss. So it is minus 180. So this will be 720 minus 1. As simple as it can go. So practice them. The moment you look at two of the values, given values, ensure that you get your data right and then solve for it. Right. We'll move on to the next question. I'll give you a minute to ponder over it. Right. So let's solve this question. A fruit seller buys 40 pence for 200 and sells 25 pence for 200. Find the profit percentage. So it says that cost price of 40 pence is equal to 200. So from here 1 pen will be 200 by 40. That will be 5. Selling price of 25 pence is equal to 200 again. So selling price of 1 pen is equal to 200 by 25. 25 into 4 is 100. So into 8 will be 200. Cost price is equal to 5 rupees. Selling price is equal to 8 rupees. So profit is equal to 3 rupees. So profit percentage will be 3 divided by 5. That will be 60%. And that will be our answer. Finding cost profit percentage. The profit percentage is always computed on the profit by cost price. The profit is 3 rupees. The cost price is 5. So 3/5 is the increase. So the answer option is 60%. Whereas when you move on to the next case over here, you look here, the question says the selling price of 72 pence is equal to cost price of 60 pence. Find the profit or loss percentage. Now, unlike this question, here the question says selling price of 72 pence is equal to cost price of 60 pence. The price is not given, but it doesn't matter, because if I say cost price of 1 pin is equal to CP for 60 pins, that will be 60 CP. Similarly, selling price of 1 pin is equal to SP. So 72 pins will be 72 SP. By data, selling price of 72 pins is equal to cost price of 60 pins. I can straight away say 72 SP is equal to 60 CP, or SP is equal to 60 by 72 CP. I can beautifully cancel it out in 12. So this will be 6, this will be 5. So SP is equal to CP minus 1 by 6 CP. 5/6 can be written as 1/6 reduction, or I can say it is a 16.67% loss. It is a loss because you are selling it lesser than your cost price. Your selling price is 5/6 of your cost price, which means it is a loss of 1/6, which is 16.67%. It doesn't matter whether the price is given, because you can straight away equate it. You could have used the same format to solve this. I would have said cost price of 40 pence is equal to selling price of 25 pence. So 25 SP is equal to 40 CP, or SP is equal to 8 by 5 CP, which means 3 by 5 increase. that is 60%. That's a convenient way to do it, but then nevertheless know how it's done before we jump ship to techniques that save us time. Look at one more question. Eva marks his goods up by 40% and offers a discount of X%. If she makes it, Eva has to be a she. Her. Eva marks her goods up by 40% and offers a discount of X%. If she still makes a profit of 20%, find X. So we had been told that Eva has a cost price and marks it up by 40%. And then she gives a discount of X%. From here, it goes to X percentage reduced and still makes a profit of 20%. Oh, the question is, what is X? Now, there are a couple of ways to get this done. One format, fix a value and then work around it, or use variables and get it done. Either ways, it is still doable. The simple way to do this would be, I'm going to say cost price is equal to 100. So from 100, it has been marked up to 40%, which is 140. But then she is making a 20% discount. So from here, she is making a 20% profit. So her selling price is 120. This is cost price. This is selling price. This is marked price. She is making a 20% profit. That's given here. This is your 40% markup. So from 140, what percentage discount will give me 120? So the discount has to be 20 rupees from 140 into 100. So 0, 0 cancel. 1/7, which is 14.28% discount has to be given. So this is 14.28%. Or straight away use variable X to 1.4x, 1.2x. From 1.4x to 1.2x, what will it be? Instead of using variables, I plugged in a value that will make it a little easy for you. So try solving these questions. If you have understood all of that, so practice those questions over and again, get comfortable around it. In case if you haven't joined the channel yet, scan the QR that will take you to the channel where we'll have all discussions regarding your prep for quant, which will help you do better in your preparation. If you have understood this class, we'll see you in the next class. Best wishes.